So here's the tea on why I left It Works after 5 years as a presidential. So let's go. So 5 years ago, I was 21, I was in nursing school, and I was working part-time, and I needed a way to make some extra money from my phone. And so I saw this girl posting on Instagram about making $6,000 a month. So I was like, okay, what the hell are you doing? And I signed up. And the night that I signed up, my mom actually said, I tried to do something like this when I was pregnant with your brother, but, I didn't have any success. And I was like, that was the 90s, Mom. Like, social media. Hello? Like, what? And then my stepdad was like, yeah, they have these events where people are going to be walking on stage and getting these huge checks and cars, and it'll never be you. And so naturally I was like, well, screw you guys. I'm going to prove you wrong. And I did. I had a lot of success. So my first check was like $40. My second was over $100. So I was making money. And then kind of just going on through the months, like my checks grew to like $500, and I got one check for over $1,000, and then they were back down to like $400 to $500, which was fine. Like, that was still money, and I was making friends and having fun and blah, 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 blah. So fast forward to September the following year. So I'd been in the business for 1 year. My nursing clinicals were starting, and I decided that I wanted to focus on nursing because, hello, that's a career that is like the rest of my life. And so I wanted to focus on school. And so I told my team that I needed to take a step back, and I got blocked by these girls who said they were my friends, blocked by girls who I went on vacation with and hung out with and like texted every single day. These girls cut me out like I did not even exist. Okay. So whatever, fast forward another year. And I am struggling. Okay. I failed a nursing course in 2017, the spring, and I had 6 months until I could start school again. And so I had to make all this money. And I was working in New York City, and I was struggling. Okay. Let's just put it like that. I was struggling. And so I decided to jump back in. I never canceled my account, so I was able to just start it back up and make money again. And so the girls underneath me had done very well while I was gone. And when I came back, I was accused of stealing people's success. Do y'all not understand how MLM companies work? Like, what? Like, of course you make money off your downline. And so I took advantage of that. I was going to make as much money as I could because the people underneath me were doing well. So I was going to make a name for myself. I did make a name for myself. So after everybody kind of like bitched me out and said, you're stealing other people's success. Oh, really? You're telling me that if you had two people underneath you, separate legs that were working and doing really well, you wouldn't take advantage? Bullshit. Anyways, besides the point. So I had nobody. Okay, that's really fun. So I built a whole new leg by myself. Like, I watched YouTube videos, I watched top leaders, like Zooms. I was tuning in, okay? And I hit a VIP rank in 6 months with my whole new team. Of course, it was a lot easier for me because I had two people I didn't have to worry about. So I just had to build this one leg, and I did, okay? And I still wasn't acknowledged for that, so that's really sweet too. But then after I hit that rank, it was triple diamond. First of all, I saw my first 5-figure paycheck. It was over $12,000. Incredible. So I was kind of taken in by my upline, and I finally had like a community. I had team chats, like all this stuff, and I felt like I finally had like the dream MLM experience. Okay, so from the point that I went triple diamond, which was June 2018, until for the rest of that year, so all the rest of 2018, I was making 5-figure paychecks. Like, wow. And little old me decided to drop out of nursing school in October, 8 months away from graduation. Like, you're so smart, 23-year-old Danny, genius. We'll talk about that another day. And in January 2019, I found out I was a top income earner. I bought my dream car, an Audi Q5, because I had to keep up with the Joneses. I had to buy all this stuff. I needed a Louis bag. I needed an Audi. I need a rich person car to show that I'm making money. Huge eye roll. I can't deal. So then in March of 2019, I hit the second highest rank in the company, Presidential Diamond, and my paycheck was like over $15,000. I earned a $25,000 bonus, but for those of y'all who are not new to MLMs, you know that you get those paid out monthly. And so you have to maintain your rank for like 10 months in order to get that. So I maintained it. I got it in March, so I got a $2,500 bonus added onto my check in March. And then April comes and I lose my rank. And I did not keep that rank, or I did not earn that rank back until, I don't know, May of 2020. And so I lost a $25,000 bonus. Meanwhile, I used to tell people I made a $25,000 bonus. Like, look at me, girl. No, I did not. I had $2,500 out of that bonus. And we'll get into why I said that later. I was taught that. So, anyhoodle. After I lost my presidential diamond rank, I was maintaining triple for a while, and then I dropped down to double diamond. So from April 2019 to December 2019, my checks were slowly just declining. So I saw 15,000, then I saw like 12, then 11, then like 9, 8, and it just kept dropping. And so by December of 2019, my checks were $5,000. Some of them were actually below $5,000. And I had taken on a very expensive rental payment, my car payment. I have taxes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I had taken on thinking that I was going to consistently be making at least $10,000 a month. Boy, was I wrong. So then 2020 came around and like, I was burnt out. I was exhausted. I didn't really do much for a little bit. I got my real estate license, as y'all know, in February, and that was kind of my main focus. And I was able to like pay for life and whatnot, like without really working, because I had all this residual income. Meanwhile, it was really between like 5,000 and 8,000. It kind of just depended on the month. And then finally in like April or May of 2020, I maintained presidential again. And so I think my paycheck was still only $9,000. On the average income chart, presidential diamonds usually make about like $13,000. I was not even close to that. I was like 9. So anyways, whatever, I wasn't really working. And then May came around and I had like a TikTok go viral and I enrolled like 38 distributors. Anyways, so then that whole summer, I really just didn't care. Last summer, I mean, there's a pandemic going on. Like, I had real estate. I just didn't want to work. And so I didn't. There was nothing like that happened that was like, you need to leave the company. Like, nothing happened. It was just kind of like years and years and years of stuff like just building up. And then finally, like one day something just clicked and I was like, I'm done. And yeah. So the culture was toxic. I mean, could you not tell? Like, the people that I was dealing with, I mean, I got blocked for quitting. I got accused of stealing other people's success. What else? I mean, keeping up with the Joneses and racking up more debt, like fake it till you make it, like just so toxic. Number 1, blocking people. My God, it was literally a fucking cult. Insane, okay? Obviously, we were taught by our leaders and they were taught by their leaders and so on and so forth to block anybody who leaves the company, even if they were your friend. I never did that because I could not, first of all, I know how to separate business and friendships. And so that's a whole nother thing. But like, if you're blocking somebody because they decide that this isn't for them, what is wrong with you? How old are you? And it's like, people only see you as a dollar sign. Okay. And that's really sad. So number 2, toxic. Well, you're working 24/7. I was in Thailand with my boyfriend on vacation, and I felt obligated to work. I felt like I had to be on my phone answering messages and enrolling people while I was on a beautiful tropical vacation, and that's not normal. I had people who literally like they felt like they had to work after having a baby, after being in the hospital. That's not normal. Like, we used to preach about this life of freedom and being able to do what we want when we want, but really we're tied to our phones. And so even when you are doing these things, you are not soaking up the moment. You are not living. You are literally with your hands glued to your phone and you're ignoring everybody and texting. That's not a life. That is not a life of freedom. I don't care what anybody says. Like, that's insane. Okay, anyways, number 3, keeping up with the Joneses, okay? I felt like I had to have the top of the line stuff, okay? How about we save our money? How about we preach a culture of going debt free? Like, yeah, the company says they're all about going debt free, but like the people in the company do not represent that. They're like, oh, I got my Louis bag, I got my Mercedes, I got my BMW. Keep up with me. Otherwise, you're not making money. Not true at all. You have to spend money to show people that you are making money. And that's just how I felt and how I know a ton of people also felt. The amount of debt that I racked up while I was still in that company. Oh man, paying to hit a rank, like we used to buy products because we were close to a promotion and this big bonus, and then we would buy products. What the fuck? That is not normal. That's probably why I have all this debt, because yeah, I said I was paying my debt, but I was really racking it up. I was helping people promote and I had to pay for that and they had to pay for it. Like, stupid, insane, toxic. I was taught to fake it till you make it. Hence why I used to lie and say, yeah, my paychecks are $15,000 when they were $5,000. Like, yeah, I was at a level, technically my lifetime level was a $15,000 income a month. Really, my income was $5,000, okay? Like, fake it till you make it. I used to preach that to people and it's pathetic, it's sickening, it's disgusting. Okay, so let's see. Oh God, there's so many toxic things I could talk about. Like, this list goes on. Oh man. So, cold messaging. Oh my God. Why did I do that? And why did I teach hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to do the same? Disgusting. I used to cold message hundreds of people a day and not feel bad, not try to get to know people, not try to create friendships. And yes, some friendships were created from those messages, but like a lot of the time, like if somebody didn't want to order products, I don't know, I didn't want to talk to them anymore. Like, you don't serve me in any way. And that's sad, but that's what I was taught. And like, I don't know. It's just insane. And then just a couple other things, like people don't think about taxes. Like, yeah, my 1099s were over $100,000, but like the tax debt that I incurred of that, because I wasn't saving the money for taxes because I don't know, I had to keep up with the Joneses. So like, just such a vicious cycle. And then just a lot of the reason why I ended up also leaving, like I said, there wasn't one thing that happened that I was like, I'm done. It was kind of just like years and years of stuff. But at the end of it, like my team was not seeing the same success that I was seeing. Like, yeah, when I left, my last paycheck was over $7,500. Like, that's a lot of money. But like some of my team's paychecks, like, again, they were saying that they're a diamond rank, averaging $2,000 a month, and their checks were really $200 a month. Like, that's a big difference. And I don't know, there's just so much toxicity. I can seriously talk about this forever, but I don't want to hold y'all all day. So thank you for tuning in about why I left my toxic MLM after 5 years. If you have questions, just please message me or comment below and I'll try to address them. Like, I'm an open book about this. Like, I will talk about this. I will make more videos. I'll do what I have to. But I just want to share, this is my experience. Not everybody has this toxic experience, but a lot of people do. So, bye.